Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shanmugaraj. We are continuing our journey on safe implementation roadmap. Today we're going to discuss about the topic accelerate, which is the final step in safe implementation roadmap. This slide talks about all the previous steps in the implementation roadmap. You start with reaching the tipping point, getting the powerful, guiding coalition by training executives and change agents and chartering a list. Then start in identifying value streams, create an implementation plan, prepare for art launch art, coach art execution, and launch more arts and value streams. Then extends to the portfolio. The final step is getting into the mode of relentless improvement. Right, so it is about accelerating and optimizing it, and then sustaining that. Actually, there are 5 steps safe recommends is measuring the performance of the portfolio, reinforce the basics, progress towards mastery, anchor new behaviors in the culture, apply learnings across enterprise. Let's see all these 5 activities. Measure the performance of the portfolio. You can think of something like the business agility assessment model is given here. You can have a lot of parameters. You can identify that on what every lever, how that organization is doing or particular portfolio is doing it. Try to identify the weaker areas, try to improve on that particular area, so we can create business agility assessment, or you can do a lot of metrics in terms of team agility, technical agility, and product agility. You can measure and improve on each areas. You can have a lot of framework for DevOps assessment is there, business agility assessment is there, agile maturity assessment is there. You can do a lot of ways of measuring the performance of portfolio. It is possible. The next step is reinforce the basics. Very, very important. It's when you sustain and improve on the phase. It's not only that you launch the art, you did the value stream, everything will go fine or something, but it's about reinforcing the basics as well. You need to give a great focus, right, on basics of lean agile, safe principles, team and technical agility, and then agile product delivery, right? So this kind of basics would have given in the initial part of the training, but you need travel some part of time. There's a possibility that things might fade away or something. So it is one good way. It is practice. It makes a lot of things perfect, right? So you need to give again and again, reinforce the basic, like in essential shape. This particular picture talks about 10 ideologies need to be reinforced, right? Safe lean agile principles, real agile teams and trains, cadence and synchronization. It's a very basic concept even in agile. System demo, customer centricity, release on demand, DevOps, PI planning, inspect and adopt, right? Your retrospectives and everything, and architectural runway, lean agile leadership. So these are some of the basics you need to keep training them, keep giving them the workshops and everything. The third step is progress towards mastery, right? So there are 7 competencies SAFe is recommending to grow in terms of business agility. We already actually I provided a separate video on business agility, and I in detail I talked about all the 7 competencies. I will touch upon now. I'll move on. Okay, it's about team and technical agility, agile product delivery, enterprise solution delivery, lean portfolio management, lean agile leadership, organizational agility, continuous learning culture. So these are the 7 competencies you can master towards and progress towards. If we improve on all these 7 competencies, automatically there is a high chance that the business agility of the company will towards progress positively, right? So the fourth step in accelerate is anchoring new behaviors in the culture. The work to implement safe and active mastery of 7 competencies will inevitably shift the culture of the organization, right? But right, you need to understand that you are starting and launching the art and you are implementing something. Your first start is going fine, right? the portfolio in one of the portfolio are quite successful, right? It's a possibility. The reality is that until all the principles and practices have permeated the entire portfolio, right? It's not about only a particular value stream or a particular solution areas. That particular team is doing good. You need to ensure that every team's entire portfolio or entire portfolios, it's been principles and practices, a culture, culture wise, everything is getting adopted. You need to understand that, right? So it's not only it's transformation. It's not automatic. It must be learned. It must be led actually, right? Leaders must do more than changing the system. Leaders must also understand the principles and practices. They are they have to go through that organization change management areas. So it's about it's not only start of the implementation. You instill that new behavior and live with that. You need to ensure that the entire portfolio is permitted with that. The final one is apply learnings across the enterprise, right? As a leader, as a change agent, as an SPC, you have to leverage the learnings and successes of the pioneering organization to transform the entire remaining portfolio, right? So, success in one portfolio does not ensure the success in other portfolios, right? So, the final stage of accelerate is to leverage learnings and of success of one portfolio and transform into remaining portfolios. You need to then next steps. Another aspect in learning across enterprises, you need to aggressively invest in cultivating new generation of leaders. So you need to create a layer after layer and then instill this lean agile leadership, safe principles to them, and leverage these learnings and successes across portfolios. Right. So with that, we have come to a conclusion of the entire roadmap of safe implementation roadmap. We discussed about 12 steps of it. I have provided 12 videos for all the individual steps. You can go through that, all the videos. Give your feedback. I would like to listen from your comments in the comment section. What you liked about it, what are things you want to change, what are things you are looking at improvements, right? I would like to listen. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.